Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and the mass hysteria surrounding mass shootings hit home yesterday. A little over 24 hours ago, in the little town I live, at the school I went to, a lockdown did occur in accordance with the threat of a possible active shooter on campus. Now, as you guys know, I have been a huge advocate in my community to stop school shooting drills that already my nieces have had to take part in as, they're 8 and 10 now. They did it last year. 9 and, 9 and 7, I'm sorry. And they'll probably do it again this year, right? So, I didn't even know about this because obviously it was a hoax. But we're going to get into that hoax and we're going to play some news clips and we're going to get deep into how this has now become the norm, and that's why this is happening. Not because people want to shoot up schools or it's happening on a mass level, but because of the attention that's being given to it. It's like a new prank on top of that. But let's just get into it. At about 4:40, they said a New York City, I don't even know what it was, some kind of like correspondence center. We're going to play the clips. Gets wind of a threat of an intercepted message. It's not really clear. There's a couple articles that say that they got a chat message. There are other articles that say that they talked to somebody. So, again, not very clear. I tried to find stuff up about it today. I didn't find out about it until last night because it wasn't real. Anyway, so then they contact SUNY Oneonta and they put it into lockdown. And then the kid says, it's a girl, that her phone is hacked. I don't believe that we're being told the truth about this, by the way, but I'll get into my theory in a minute. Let's just get into the local news covering this yesterday. But again, we have a lot going on here. Everyday occurrences working its way into kind of that suburban life. Mass shootings, mass shootings, mass shootings. Fear, hysteria, now cybercrime and hackers. 2019 scary. Ooh. What's going on here? Let's bring it all the way back.
SUNY Oneonta were told to shelter in place this afternoon, and tonight we have learned there was actually no danger. The threat of violence stemmed from a cybercrime.
A shelter in place goes into effect during emergency situations, and here's what happened. Just after 3:30 this afternoon, a crisis hotline in New York City contacted the university to share a chat message allegedly from a student. That message indicated that the caller intended to shoot people on the campus.
So let's stop. Now, is it a caller? Is it a chat message? How did they get this chat message? It's a student at the school. Was this person under surveillance? So they have not had weapons? None of these things are clear. Now, when it gets to the hacking, yes, it's very easy, by the way, to spoof a phone number. Now, it very much so, but I would think that more than likely that person would eventually get caught. It's more likely to me that this person had their phone taken, or these people got a screenshot of a message that maybe was fabricated, on the person's phone while they were drunk or weren't paying attention. I'm not quite sure, but let's continue.
So a shelter-in-place directive was issued at 5:30 p.m. after the college deemed the threat credible, but it was later learned the student's phone had been hacked. An all clear was then issued at 6:14 p.m. University police are working with multiple agencies to investigate.
And, I'll see what I can find out, because I certainly do talk to quite a few law enforcement officers around here. I've been here forever. In fact, the chief of police, I've known him for 20 years. But I want to point out that in most of these cases, the vast majority, first of all, we should pay attention. People who do things like that, like, for instance, someone who calls that in, it should be the same as calling in a bomb threat, but they shouldn't be charged with terrorism, right, as we're going to go into in this case. Everything's a terroristic threat. There's always fear. Now everything can be hacked. Heightened alert of mass hysteria. And here you're going to have somebody who did something that was very scary and very wrong, and I think should be charged with a felony. And not only be charged with a felony, after being convicted of that felony because the evidence is so great, never be allowed to own a firearm. The person I'm about to show you, let me repeat that, should never be allowed to own a firearm. But I want to reiterate that as terrible and fucked up as what this person did is, it is not terrorism, and they should not be charged as such.
We started with that terrifying threat that had Manhattan students crouching in corners, hiding in closets, worried about a gunman on campus.
A video posted on social media showing a student with what looks like a weapon inside the school. All this happened at the
Oh, come on, man. You gotta
Fashion Institute of Technology. That's at 27th and 7th Avenue late this afternoon. News 4's Wale Aliyu joining us there live with what happened. And Wale, a suspect now in custody.
Absolutely, and this was a scare. Listen, students tell me they were standing behind doors with furniture blockading it, making sure all the students inside were safe. Some other students tell me they were fearful because they were in open spaces or classrooms without locked doors. All of this fear from this video.
So let's stop. It's a very real thing. I get it. But think about all the fear that's being induced. And that's why parents were outraged when children in districts were started in drills they were specifically told were not drills, and people started freaking out. So I'm not excusing what this person did, and we'll make it clear what they did in a minute as you'll see this video. But charging them with terrorism and promoting this, putting this person out there, you're going to see copycat events.
FIT students say this video posted on social media sparked the scare. It shows the suspect pointing a gun at the camera, and later it has a caption that read, "School shooter, thank God it's Friday." Moments after it was posted, the school was on lockdown.
Now, listen, it's good they were on lockdown. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. This person should be charged to the fullest extent of the law outside of terrorism. All right? Yeah, they should be charged with a felony. Some kind of 20-year possible sentence. They should never, ever, ever, ever be allowed to own a weapon. Ever.
Alarms go off. It's just a person's voice saying shelter in place, lock all your doors. I was in the lobby and I just said, can I stay here? And the guard was like, I think you'd better be safer outside.
There's a lockdown.
Right.
Students reaching out to loved ones.
My mom.
As they hid in closets and classrooms like this one shown on Citizen App video.
Scary.
Sources believe he filmed the video at FIT and then posted it while walking to the Barnes & Noble at Union Square, perhaps with intent to make it look as if he was posting live. Plainclothes officers spotted him there and arrested him. They recovered a BB gun.
It's a lot of measurements that go into place here, and it's just really scary to think that it was so close, and I just missed it by going to work.
So once again, now you're going to see this person has a history of this stuff, right? You'll see. So once again, never allowed to own a weapon, charged with a felony, fullest extent of the law, not terrorism.
Students also began sharing this social media picture allegedly posted by the suspect in which he threatens to shoot anyone who messes with him. Police don't know if these guns are real. One FIT student says she's a classmate and today she just missed him.
Luckily, I was actually late to class and he left early. And so we had to go do an assignment in the library. So that's where we hid.
So once again, guys, not good. But I want to say this. Take a look. With all these hoaxes you have a contagion. This is in my area, okay? This is in my area. This is all in upstate New York. And you think I'm crazy? Look, take a look. Where is it? Here we go. So if you look down here and you keep going, the Oneonta thing is not that rare anymore. We have it going on in Binghamton with a terroristic threat. This is in May. Then we're going to get to, I think it's Endicott, yeah. And it's come on, man. It's awful. Union Endicott. It's happening way too much because they're getting notoriety for it. It's the new bomb scare, and they're seeing it on television like it's a regular thing. So they know they can get attention from it. Again, I don't think that this girl's phone was hacked. I think something else happened here. I think somebody did something stupid with another person's phone. It raises a lot of questions, but for 45 minutes, the college I went to, my alma mater, is on lockdown. My town is in some kind of a hysteria that we could have a mass shooting event. I'm sure this is going to bring the fear even more. Oh, I just had to do that video, guys. So if you'd like, I'm also a documentary filmmaker. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order, Define and Shade the Motion Picture. All free right here. Thumbs this video up. Share it with others. If you're not subscribed, now's the time to do so. Did a really great Epstein Model Network episode earlier tonight. If you haven't checked that out, please do. And like I said, 3 to 7 videos a day on subjects that I feel are matter. Not about left or right, always about right and wrong. And I'm doing it with your help. It's the GoFundMe. If you can help me out, $5, $10, $15 means the world to me. I love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side.